What is going on, guys? It's your boy Kybelord, and I'm back with another deck profile. And I hope you guys are hungry because I brought sushi. So Suships made their debut in Dawn of Majesty. And I mean, everybody looked at it as like, what the heck is this deck? What the heck is this archetype? But a lot of people, like myself, thought this archetype was very freaking cool. It is Suships, ships made of sushi. Suships. It's crazy. So yeah, I picked up the core Dawn of Majesty, then we got some support from Burst of Destiny, and you can probably see my shadow pointing because I've got the premiere posters up on my wall. But yeah, I picked up the core, I picked up the support, and I was just like, Suships, it's just a fun deck, so I'll probably build it sometime. But yeah, we had a plan to play Jank at locals, but unfortunately, because of a word I'm not going to say, our locals got cancelled, so we didn't get to play the deck. But I have been testing this online. I've been doing a lot of test hands, so it has been a very fun deck, very consistent, surprisingly. And I had not read the cards. I'd never read the cards when I picked them up. I was just like, they're Suships. They probably don't do anything. They're probably not that good. But I mean, they're basically like sushi versions of Engage. It's like, if you have this special summon, draw. If you have this special summon, draw, special summon, draw, recycle, excavate, place at the top of your deck. They're nuts. They are nuts. So, I mean, it's not going to be like a super meta relevant deck unless we get like some crazy support. But, I mean, it's a really fun deck, guys. Honestly, you're not going to regret it. And what better way than to just pull up to an event and then just drop freaking ships made of sushi. So before we get started, guys, thank you guys so much for an amazing year. Thank you guys for all the support. Make sure you like and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think of the deck profile. Follow me on Instagram, on Twitch, on Twitter, on Facebook. I'm on every single social media platform. So once again, guys, thank you for all the support, and let's get started with Suships.
Stardust, Black Rose, no hope, life low. Alright, I'm set, I got my deck. I'm about to head to my homie crib next. I got a brand new combo with some tricks. I'm about to burn them for 8,000 quick. Got it on standby so you can't draw. Main phase ain't shit, go to your school phase, that mean you lost. That's how it be.
Alright then, guys, let's get started with the main deck. For our sushi lineup, we're playing 3 Suship Shari. Now, Shari is our main Suship monster. We are definitely going to need him in our hand to be able to trigger our Suship effects. He is the vanilla. He is going to be our main normal summon. If you control him, you can basically special summon a few of your Suships, and I will get to that in a bit. But to start off, 3 Suship Shari. The next Suship we're playing is the 3 Uruka. Now, if you control the Shari, you can special summon him from your hand, level 4, so we can go into those level 4 XYZs. But the second effect is basically the really good one, which you excavate the top 3 cards of your deck. And if it is a Shari, you can either add it to your hand or special summon it. Now, all the Suship card effects are based around Shari, which is why I said we definitely do need him in our hand or on the field. At every moment, so 3 Shari, 3 Uruka. The next one is the one from Burst of Destiny, which is 3 Shirao, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Basically, if you control Shari or an XYZ monster with the name Gungan in it, you can special summon it. And then his main effect is that we can special summon a Suship monster from hand. So again, if you've got Shari, you can special summon Shirao, and then Shirao you can special summon another Suship. The other effect is pretty neat as well. It lets you take any number of Shari from grave or from deck and place them at the top of your deck, which is then when you trigger the Uruka to excavate the cards, and it's definitely going to be Shari because you've placed it there. So this is a very good card. I mean, and the deck is really cheap. They're all commons, except for the XYZ ones. But the next card we're playing is 3 Suship Uni. This is also from Burst of Destiny. It is a level 5, but again, you can special summon it through the effect of Shirao. And basically the effect is you can target one other Suship monster you control, and you can make its level 4 or 5. So use that to your advantage if you want to go into a level 5 XYZ, or if you want to go into a level 4 XYZ. And then you can also special summon this card by revealing one Suship card from your hand. If it was Shari, you get to special summon the Shari. If it was another one, you get to place it at the bottom of the deck. So again, we definitely always need Shari in hand or on the field. So that is it for the Suship lineup, guys. So it's basically 3 of every single Suship monster, and these are all common. And I mean, they're not going to break your wallet. So I'm playing 3 Parallel Exceed. A lot of you will know why. If you link summon and you have him in your hand, you can special summon him. Then he can special summon another copy of himself from deck. And they become level 4. So really, really good in Suships, as it lets you have more materials to go into your XYZs and basically turbo out the F-Zero Utopic Future. I always get the names mixed up. Yep, Utopic Draco Future. So basically, this is what's going to help you turbo it out. For hand traps, you know, we got to add hand traps, or otherwise it's not modern Yu-Gi-Oh! We're playing the 3 Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. We're playing the 3 Effect Veiler. And we are playing the 3 Infinite Impermanence. So, I mean, Ash is Ash. And then we do need Monster Negate. So we've got the Imperm. Again, it gives us that column. And it gives us Effect Veiler, which is not once per turn. Now, I changed Veiler last minute. I was testing with Forbidden Chalice, but again, being Suship and being our XYZ monsters that we're playing, you've got that disadvantage of Chalice giving the monster you target 400 attack, so we might not always be able to beat it. This deck is definitely not an OTK. You're not going to OTK, and again, it's not going to be a competitive deck at much. It is a fun deck, but it can also be competitive. I mean, I've tried making it as competitive as possible, but don't expect to, I don't know, win a regional, win a YCS with Suships. But hey, it can happen. It can happen. But yeah, I mean, I chose Effect Veiler over that reason I just explained. We can't always beat over a lot of things with this deck. So I did kind of focus this deck on being like a, I don't know, like a control kind of deck. So I am playing like a few trap cards. You know, I love my purple cards, but this is the lineup for the hand traps, 9 of them. Moving on to spells, we're playing 3 Unexpected Die. So if we control no monsters, we can special summon 1 level 4 or lower normal monster from the deck. So this is basically our Rhoda to get to Shari. You definitely want to see this in your opening hand if you do not have Shari. So 3 Unexpected Die. One-offs, we're playing the 1 Called by the Grave, just in case we get, like, I don't know, ashed or whatever. We're playing the 1 Pot of Avarice. So I've been testing this really, like really often. I've been testing this deck a lot. And Pot of Avarice has actually come in really good because you just go through your material so much, like, for example, link climbing and then bringing out the Parallel Exceed and then detaching material. So you do get a lot of your sushi cards in grave. And I mean, Pot of Avarice, just 1 copy is very, very like useful. Definitely don't play more than 1, but just recycle your sushi cards, draw those 2 cards, and then keep going from there. So it's been working really, really well. For back row hate, we're playing the 2 Lightning Storm. Again, budget options if you don't have Lightning Storms, Cosmic Cyclones, Twin Twisters. You decide, there's tons of them, but I just think Lightning Storm is quite good. Now moving on to the trap cards. For the Suship trap card, we're only playing 2 copies. I was playing 3 of them, but I decided to try and add more stuff to make the deck like have a better flow. But we are playing 2 daily special. It's basically you reveal 3 cards, 3 Suship cards, and then your opponent chooses 1, and then you add that to your hand. And then you can also reveal, when you activate this effect, you can reveal a Shari, and if you reveal the Shari, you get to pick what card you add to your hand. If you don't reveal the Shari, then your opponent gets to pick. When it's in the grave, not the turn it was sent there, but when it's in grave, you can banish it, and then you can target 3 Suship cards from your grave, and then monsters, 3 monsters, and then shuffle them into your deck. And then you can draw 1 card. So it's basically like a SUSHIP bingo machine. But it's got that sweet little effect where you shuffle 3 and then draw 1 card. So I was testing 3, but it just became quite bricky because I'd end up drawing all the SUSHIP cards. And then, I mean, I just have like leftover hands. I don't know why I'm putting those there. For trap cards, we're playing 7 trap cards, which is... The first one up is the 3 evenly matched. I have been testing this to go second. The side deck is basically when we're made to go first, but some stuff to go second as well. But the main focus is to try and go second. White board, drop something on the board, try and hit for as much as we can, or drop something from the extra deck to basically just control the duel and then go from there. So the 3 evenly matched works perfectly. We are playing the 2 lightning storms, so you're guaranteed a board wipe. The next one we're playing, you know I love my Solemn Strike, so Solemn Strike is good going first or second, Monster Negate and Special Summon Negate, so Solemn Strike is really, really good. And for the last trap card we are playing, you probably already guessed it, and I'm going to get a lot of heat for this. It is the 1 IO, Imperial Order. We don't know if this is going to be banned or not, but in the meantime, let's enjoy it and make our opponent struggle. So, when you've dropped your unexpected die, when you've dropped your lightning storms and stuff, you can set this and then activate it when it's convenient for you. I mean, we're playing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spell cards in the main deck, so Imperial Order doesn't really affect us. As I said, we want to stun our opponent as much as we can, so the 1 Imperial Order, this was a last minute addition, but I mean, it's been tested and it's worked really well. So moving on to the extra deck now. So for Link monsters, we're playing 3 Link monsters. The first one being the 1 Almirage, the 1 Link Spider, and the 1 Nightmare Phoenix. Almirage, obviously, we normal summon one of the SUSHIP monsters, and then we can, you can't use Shari because it has to be 1k attack or less, so it could be Aruka, it could be Shirao, or Uni, I think it's called, the level 5 one. So you can use those to go into Almirage and then trigger Parallel Exceed, or if you've normal summoned the Shari, you can go into Link Spider and then trigger the Parallel Exceed. Now, Nightmare Phoenix, if you're wondering why he's in here, because a lot of SUSHIP decks don't play him. Obviously, the effect, pop a spell or trap, but there was a lot of times where I wouldn't draw Shari, and I would still manage to summon 2 SUSHIP cards, and say I've already used Almirage or something like that. And then you can't go into Link Spider because it has to be a normal monster. But basically, I would end up with 2 SUSHIP monsters on board, and then I'd have the Parallel Exceed in hand, and then basically Nightmare Phoenix is just a generic Link 2, so link into Nightmare Phoenix and then trigger the Parallel Exceed, and then you've got, I mean, a 19k beater, and you get that pop effect, which is really, really nice. So that's why Nightmare Phoenix is in there. We're playing quite, the rest are all XYZ, so for the SUSHIP ones, we're playing the 1 Aruka class Dreadnought. So it's 2 level 4 monsters, and basically, all right, so we're playing the second one we're playing is the Shirao class carrier and the Uni class Super Dreadnought, which is the level 5. Basically, all their effects are draw 1 card, and then they have like a second sweet effect, which is basically attack twice in the battle phase, add a spell or trap, and then basically gets the ability to attack directly. So nice little effects. I mean, you can always go into them, swing, and then just turbo out your Zeus. I mean, these aren't my main go-to all the time. We are playing just some generic stuff that are better than these, but I mean, you have to play them. And I mean, if you're having a fun duel, I mean, bump them up, but definitely just one of each, because as I said, they're not my go-to. For the generic ones, for the good ones, I'd say, we're playing the 1 Abyss Dweller. The card is so good. A lot of cards, a lot of decks depend on their graves, so Abyss Dweller just shuts them off. We're playing the 1 Tornado Dragon, basically quick effect, pop a spell or trap on the field. We're playing the 1 Time Thief Redoer. This card's really, really good. And I'm going to tell you why, because when you bring him out, during your main phase, you can target the top card of your opponent's deck and attach it as material. So if you're turboing out your Utopic Future, you've got that one extra material. Or if you're turboing out Zeus, you've got that one extra material to trigger Zeus again. So card is really, really good. I definitely recommend it. I've never used this effect where you detach, and then depending on what you detached, you get the effect. So it's basically to try and steal the card and then have an extra material for whatever I go into. The next generic one is the good old boy Baguska. So if we're going first, definitely end on Baguska, set your traps, and then go from there. Or if you're going second and you don't think you're going to be able to like beat over stuff your opponent has, try and wipe his board and end on the good Baguska, and then just keep him on defense till you manage to draw your good cards or build a nice board. We're playing the one Gaga Magician. So basically he's we need him for the Utopic Future package. So we're playing the one Utopic Future and the one Draco Future. So this is basically like an XYZ version of Dragoon. You can negate, and then if the monster's on the field, detach, negate. If the monster's on the field, you take control of it. Can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. And the reason we need the Gaga Magician is because when it's used as material, it gains, the Draco Future will gain the effect of making its attack 4K, because there's always that one duel where we're like 1K short or 500 short, and then we can't beat our opponent. So this is the package I'm playing. You don't really need Gaga Magician, just play another like generic monster, but you definitely need these two to turbo out your Draco. Or, I mean, you need Draco to play Draco. The last two XYZs we're playing is 2 copies of the big bad boy Zeus. So, I mean, we are playing a lot of XYZs. So, I mean, they're all going to swing. If we can't turbo out the Draco Future, just go into Zeus, end on that. And as I said, if you've used Time Thief Redoer, you can trigger Zeus twice. That's it for the extra deck. So now moving on to the side deck. So it's just generic stuff that you've seen me side deck before. So the 3 Kaiju, in case we're like coming up against something that we're really struggling with, that Evenly and Lightning Storm can get over. So you can never go wrong with the Kaiju. Again, I'm going to point this out. Why am I not playing Godarla? Godarla's like the Kaiju of the format because of Tri Brigade, because of the statue. We can't always beat over everything with Suships or with the XYZ monsters, so we have to play the weakest Kaiju. We're playing the good old Dark Ruler No More, 3 copies. Again, I mean, to try and build a board to do something if we come up against something really competitive. More back row hate. We're playing 2 Cosmic Cyclone and the good old Harpy's Feather Duster. If I did have the 3rd Lightning Storm, I would definitely take out a Cosmic and then drop the 2nd Lightning Storm, or I mean maybe even drop the Feather Duster, because Lightning Storm, you get that effect where you can pop the front row. This has been working really, really well, and it is seeing a lot of play in side decks, which is the Scythe package with the 2 Sanctum. So again, another card we don't know if Scythe's the most likely that will get hit, but we don't know that yet. So in the meantime, again, let's enjoy it. So Scythe, if you're made to go first, I think 2 copies of Sanctum are just ace. So if you're made to go first, definitely Scythe this in and then lock your opponent out of the extra deck. And the last 3 cards you can never go wrong with is the 3 Solemn Judgment. I mean, such an old card and still very, very, very meta relevant. But yeah, you can never go wrong with the Solemn. And again, with the side deck, remember, side in whatever people are playing at your locals. I mean, the Skullmeister, the Ghost Spell, whatever, Anti-Spell Fragrance, or whatever you're playing, whatever people are playing at your locals. But remember, nothing that affects your deck. Obviously, you don't want the summon limit because Suships spam summons. So, yep. I hope you guys enjoyed it, guys. This is definitely... I didn't think I would enjoy this deck as much, but I've honestly been enjoying it so much. I love Sushi, so what better way than to play this troll deck. But that's it for the deck profile, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you leave a comment. Let me know if you enjoyed the video. And thank you guys for all the amazing support this year, and to a brand new year with lots more content for you guys. So that is all for this year, guys. Kyber Lord out.